Yes, I mean, the codes, well, the first code is the National Electric Code. Every 3 years, the National Electric Code comes out with new updates. And for years, there's been a section in there, section 690, pertaining to photovoltaics. The proper way to wire it and put it in. The National Electric Code says what size wire. It's all the standard stuff that you would do to wire a house. Anytime you are in a place that you need to get a permit to do electric work, you're going to have a code official that's going to oversee that you put it in correctly. In areas that you need to build a structure, so if we didn't put the solar on the roof, if we put it on the ground on a pole mount, then you have to have a structural engineer. The same thing applies if I'm putting a large scale system on a bigger building. They want to make sure that the weight of the solar isn't going to collapse the building. So you have to get electric permit and a structural permit. If you're going to turn the meter backwards and sell the excess power to the utility, then you have to get agreement with the utility, essentially what they'll pay you. Ideally, you would get a net metering agreement, which means they pay you the same as they charge you when you turn the meter backwards. So those are the three typical. The equipment itself has to be tested by UL, and essentially UL tests to make sure it's not going to burst into flames. They're a testing facility. You can buy made in Chinese solar modules that are not UL tested and approved. But then you can't hook those up to any place that a code official will see. So if you're completely off the grid, way back in the boonies, you can buy a cheap Chinese solar module that's not UL listed. That just means it hasn't been tested and approved that it's safe. And we've had some spectacular fires of non-UL listed solar modules. And so I would never use a product that's not UL listed. As far as installers go, there is, like I'm an electrical contractor, so I have to pass code tests to become electrical contractor. I'm also NABCEP certified, NABCEP. It's the North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners, gold standard of certification for solar installers. So I went through the process of becoming double certified. I'm certified as an installer and also a designer. So they have they have multiple ones. They have ones for wind, for solar hot water, but as far as solar electric, I'm a designer and an installer. So not an easy test to pass. It's basically an engineer level test for solar.